Welcome to Course Manager. If your login has been configured to have the Course Manager features, the next few minutes of training will be all you need to get your team started. Log in to Affinity University with your normal credentials. When you log in, you'll see the My Dashboard. Click on My Courses. If you are someone who is a course manager, you will notice that you will see course names here with the option to manage students. Using the Manage Students option is how you assign your students to particular courses inside Affinity University. Let's start with that. Let's say I'm the course manager and I would like to make sure that everyone on my team watches a series of courses on Action Step. I will click on the Manage Students button. If I have not yet created my students, I need to do so now. You can create as many students as you need to accommodate your firm. There is no additional cost for adding students. This is one of the great changes we made to Affinity University. We've gotten rid of the need to share a login if you purchase the Course Manager add-in. So you can create new students by clicking on the blue button that says click here to create new students. If you only have a couple of students, you can create them manually by entering their username, their email, their first name, and their last name. You do not set up a password for your students at this point. The first time they log in, they'll click on the Lost Password button and they will set up their own password for logging in to Affinity University. If you are from a larger firm or just simply don't want to create manual users, you can use a bulk upload from a CSV file to create your users. If I use that option, you'll notice that my screen changes and I have a button to click here to download the sample CSV file. The file will download, and when it opens, you will see the format that you must use. Do not get rid of the header, but simply add your user's email address, first name, last name, and username. You can create any username that you like. I recommend everything in front of the @ sign in the email address be the username. It's an easy and consistent way to just create usernames. This is all you will need to do in order to then upload all of your students into Affinity University and create individual logins for them. It will be easy to explain to them what their login is. It's their email address or their username, which hopefully you've made everything that precedes the @ symbol in their email address. Let's walk through a sample import. I can then, once I have my spreadsheet filled out, save it somewhere where you can access it, of course, and then choose the file. So I will select Choose File. And my file happens to live on my desktop for purposes of this exercise. So I'll use this spreadsheet here and click Add Student. I now have 6 students added because they were students listed on the spreadsheet, and it imports in that little amount of time. So obviously I've created some fun names with my friends from friends. These are now all students in my Affinity University system based on my Course Manager login. Now that you've got your students added, and again, you can add students by simply saying click here to add students, and I can add a student by just entering the information manually. But if you have a lot of people at your firm, obviously this would be a pretty tedious task, but that is also a way to add new students. Once the students are added, I want to assign them to courses. So to do that, I will click back on the My Courses tab. Those students got added to Action Step because we were importing them as we were managing students on that particular course. Now if I go to another course, let's say Clio, and I say Manage Students, now I will be able to add existing students. So if I come here and I look for Chandler Bing, he's there, I select him, I say Add. If I want to add Monica, I can add Monica, and so on. Once I have imported students for one course, their names will be available to me to add to any course that I want them to take. And you see the idea. So you do need to add students to each of the courses that you want them to take, and you do have to do that separately. At this point, there is no assign all students to all courses, and that's really on purpose. Affinity University is a really powerful product that often will have products where we offer training that aren't in use at your firm. So we did not create an opportunity for you to assign everyone to everything, because then people would have courses assigned to them that were really of no relevance to them. It also makes you stop and think about whether every single person in your firm really needs to take a particular course. And that's the beauty of Course Manager. You may have people on your billing team who need to take all of the tabs 3 courses, people on your legal teams that need to take all of the amicus courses, but maybe you don't need a certain group to take that particular course. So you can manage students for each course. Now, the other thing that you have as a course manager is the ability to report. So if I click on reports here, this is also one of the tabs that you get in your My Dashboard. You can do a report by course or by student. So if you want to see everybody that's taken a particular course, you can. But if you're maybe preparing to talk to a team member, maybe it's review time, maybe it's time to put together a professional development plan, you can say by student, and then you can search the student name. So if I want a report for Monica, I'll pick the enrolled courses detail and I'll click download. The course will download, the spreadsheet will download, and once it opens, you will see, and of course there's no activity yet because I literally just added Monica, but this will give you an idea of what you will be able to report on. First, the course name, whether you've started it, whether you've done the evaluation, and here are the lessons that live inside that particular course, and we can see that neither one of those have been started. Here's the same for action step. Here's the course name. Here are all of the lessons that live inside of the action step course and whether or not they've been started. You'll also be able to see when they started it and when they completed it. And then the first tab that says enrolled courses will just give you a list of all of the courses that you've assigned to that particular student. So the reporting feature is a really powerful feature. I recommend that you use it as you put together reviews, professional development plans, etc. If you have a new hire, this is a great way to see what progress they've made on watching the videos for the programs that you guys use in your firms every day. So a quick recap: My Dashboard, My Courses. You'll see all of the courses that are available to you within Affinity University. Click on the Manage Students option for each course. Add existing students or create new students, either using the manual entry or by uploading via the spreadsheet that is provided to you when you select the via CSV bulk upload.